having an amazing career.
I heard you saying earlier, you're being asked about top names, big names. How do you balance wanting to be ambitious and move up, but knowing that, you're only 7 fights in? How do you balance the need for growth versus the ambition?
Yeah, of course. Again, staying busy. We prepare. I had an extended amateur background, so being able to, stay active, stay busy. I feel like over time, the opponents that they put in my way, I'm trying to get them out of there. So whatever it may be, if it goes the distance or I get them out of there by knockout, it just shows what I'm capable of. My power. So hopefully we do keep on climbing that ladder and little by little approach those top guys. But sooner or later they're gonna come.
How much input do you have at this point about your opponent's style, what you want to work on? Are you discussing that with the team, or are you just saying, put them there and I'll knock them down?
Of course, it's a little bit of both. Obviously, I'm a fighter, so I'm going to want everyone and anyone in my way. So, again, having that strategy, and I feel like Golden Boy has done an amazing job with that. Just having that strategy, having their knowledge, their experience, history of making world champions. So, again, I trust them, and, I trust whoever they put in front of me, and I know that I'm gonna take them out and do my part as well.
Got that Central Valley fan base, which is so devoted, but you're coming south too into Southern California. There's a lot of people who could potentially be on the Iriate train. So is that part of the strategy of being on this card today?
Yeah, honestly, again, with the staying busy, the shows have been out here, but we're looking to take over the whole world. Hopefully take my talents to different states around the world. Yes, exactly, wherever. So I'm glad that the California, being that I'm from California, I'm glad that I'm getting that that recognition. That I appreciate all the fan base.
Well, you have to be in your seat to see you on time. No going to the stands, no screwing around. So
don't blink.
Don't blink. No, well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Joel, good job. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Joel, man,
Carry
you're
on.
a big welterweight at 6 feet, man. What do you think are, just some of the specific attributes that can make you champion in the long run?
Yeah, I haven't gotten past the second round, so I haven't just been able to display all my my attributes on in the ring. But again, I have that speed, that that lengthiness. I have that aggressive style. I come forward and I have that power. That everyone sees. But again, I have amazing footwork. I have all the qualities. To be great. And me and my team work daily, and we work hard. We work out every day. So it's something that I'm confident, in becoming world champion.
There's a lot of champions, great fighters that prepare out here in Southern California. Have you worked with some of the big names that come through Southern California over the years?
Yeah, of course. I've worked, right there in with the Churchill and all the big gyms where all the professional fighters are at. With like Jose Ramirez, Arnold Barboza, that's gonna fight soon. Conor Benn. All the guys at the top, I've been able to get some rounds in, so I know what I can do for sure.
Do those guys kind of give you your props afterwards and tell you you're a guy to look out for?
Yeah, we go in there, we spar, and after they definitely let me know. Even before I went pro, I was sparring with top names, and it just shows me, it gives me that reassurance, that I know where I'm going and I'm in the right direction.
Just curious, man. Conor Benn, he's got to move up a few weights from welterweight. How do you think that fight goes for him next weekend?
That's a good fight, man. I like the what is the animosity,
the build
right?
up.
The build up that that they have, especially between their dads and everything. I think it's something that most fighters can relate to, having their dad in their corner and something like that. So the build up is great. Conor Benn is moving up a couple weight classes, so I'm excited to see how that turns out. Being that I sparred Conor Benn, hopefully he takes that victory for sure.
Give him a good shot.
Yeah, I think he's got it. But Chris, you can't take anything away from Chris. Chris should win, but I think Conor Benn has, you can't take it away from me either.
Thanks, Joel. Congrats,
Thank you, man. Yes, sir.